Hello, how is everybody doing tonight? I am Gerald Gwynn, and I made the Lime Green Horror. The Lime Green Horror is a short movie, you know, those movies. And I would like to say, hang on, one second. Okay, cool. So I made this movie with little figurines around the house. Well, one day I was just chilling at the house, and I had my old video camera, which all the sequels to the Lime Green Horror chapters anyway, that make the whole movie, but you know, everything but the first chapter was done on my cell phone. But the thing is, the video camera, I set it like this, and it aimed this way. And this is the counter in the kitchen where I did the hotel with the Lime Green Hotel. Coffee maker is right here I'm tapping on. As you'll see, first prop I'll show you is the Coke machine. Now this isn't the exact, well, it's not the exact same Coca-Cola. I had one similar to it that was in the first one. Then I used a different one in the second one because I said they remodeled the hotel a little bit, as you remember. Some of the characters, like, okay, when I grabbed the action figures, I didn't really pay much attention to which ones I was grabbing. I just needed characters. So I grabbed them. And the story I wanted to make... See, there was a story I made up in my head when I was like in 6th grade, and it was real stupid, but when it was little like that, it was making us a far-fetched things even then I realized wouldn't be how things would actually work in reality. But I was just made it on up and plotted it out so you could do what you wanted to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So the first episode was the one where it was really truly based. The first chapter of the 5 episodes is really based on the old, the first Lime Green Horror. And, I'm trying to go where I'm going to explain this. Okay, the Lime Green Horror first chapter was a story based on the Creepshow 2 movie originally, where the black slime is in the lake and it's eating all the people on the raft and everything, or like, you know, sludge on the lake and shit. And, oh geez, hey Kevin, what's up, brother? Long time no see. Lime Green Horror is the one where all the action figures do all that weird stuff. And, the raft was a Creepshow 2 thing, and I made up this part where, these dudes are by a swimming pool, and the guy throws a knife at the slime in the pool, like in the first episode of my Lime Green Horror. And the Lime Green Horror part in the first one, you got the characters. You got Blacksback Gordon. Now, he's the one that wins a lottery ticket. No, not wins a lottery. Well, whatever. He wins a lottery. He gets all the money, and him and his friends, they decide to make a hotel. You know, the Lime Green Horror. Thanks, Kevin. And, this bat is Blacksback Gordon. He's the one that helped him get the hotel. So you got him. He's the one that kind of flops around in certain parts. Well, I'll go ahead and do Lisa. Oh, God. Okay, Lisa, the Coke can. Well, she's the chick. She's chill. She goes... What she likes to do is go by hotels and... try out different hotels along the strip of the beach that they're at, around near the at the Ontongo Bay. And, so, Lisa is the one that, you know, causes a big part of the storyline. But I don't know how many people that even see this behind the scenes have even seen this movie. How many? I wonder. Anyways, that's funny. Here's Greeno. He's the only figure I made from scratch. He's a representation of the Smog Monster from Godzilla versus the Smog Monster. I made him out of clay. That's Greeno. He started out, it's funny, when I did the first episode, he was like talking like, he grabbed a knife and by gosh. But later I kind of turned him into a big galupa that talks kind of like, yeah, well, I don't know. So anyway, it kind of evolved. These characters kind of evolve in the story. This is the Darth Vader figure that I used for Mace. His name is Mace in my story. He's one of the characters too. Has a deep voice, kind of like Darth. I was talking to deep voice, kind of regular deep tone, but that's just him. And what's next? Okay, this one's Mr. Landlord. Now look, I want you to know, spiritually, I totally respect it. I totally I totally respect Buddha and everything about the spirituality of it and the story. I've read Siddhartha. I didn't think anything about the fact of what action figures I was using. So I didn't want anybody to think that there was anything I was saying about any representation to actual Buddha, except that this figure is used to represent a character in my story, just like any other action figure. His name is Mr. Landlord in the story, and he's kind of the leader. He takes the job as the landlord of the Lime Green Hotel. So here, this is, I don't have the little jack-o'-lanterns. Well, I don't know quite where they're at in the house because a lot of things got moved and shifted when we were shifting the house and rearranging it and remodeling it, redesigning it. So I got this big jack-o'-lantern. It does show this one once in the 5th episode during like the one where they're just kind of a big, well, never mind, it's just an episode. But this is, you know, you see this one, but the jack-o'-lanterns are like usually the bad guys in this story. And they are called the Dark Communion. They're a clan of hitmen called the Dark Communion of Burnt, they're called the Dark Communion of Burnt Religious Offerings. All right, there you go. So here's the Coke machine. And, hang on a second. Hey Kevin, Mr. Kinzer, I wish he could see this. I know you like that one. Or Mr. Merrips. Okay, or Kenneth Auburn. Nah, I'm just kidding, Kenneth. If you ever see this, you're cool, man. We're just kidding with you. Okay, so anyway, this is the bowl I use where I pour water in it, and it was a swimming pool. Anyways, it was a bowl, you know, I mean, obviously, but household appliances. That's why this whole thing was a no-budget production. See, it's a no-budget production because I didn't have to spend money on it. I just got household items. I mean, except whatever you spend on the household items in the first place. I mean, a little Darth Vader figure, cheap, you know. I bought them all over time. I didn't know when I had these action figures I was ever going to use them like this. They were just collectibles. So, the Lime Green Horror is like a mix of comedy, drama, and adventure action, I guess, is mostly what I call it. It's not really a horror at all, really. I mean, it might be some, not really in terms of a horror movie much. I mean, it's got some kind of monster kind of strange stuff. Oh, and it's got, I had the idea of making the storyline into a movie with figures, so I took the figures and did that first chapter. But I didn't know when I first did the first chapter if I was even going to do a whole set of sequels to finish up a 40-something minute movie. The first episode was that one, so all the other ones were I just made them up separately after the first story to continue where it went with this whole thing. Let's see. Oh, and the sound effects some of the sound effects I used in it. Well, sound effects. Let's not be silly. Anyway, so Lime Green. Oh, and another thing. Jack-o'-lantern big. Now this is the big jack-o'-lantern I used when all the Dark Communion, the small jack-o'-lanterns formed. This one it fought Mr. Landlord in the 4th episode. You'll see it. Check it out. All right, now 3 episodes of the series out of the 5 are about 10 minutes, and 2 of them are actually more like 6 minutes and 30-something seconds. It just turned out that way. For particular reasons, it doesn't really matter to explain it because it all equals a 40-something minute movie. So anyways, the sequels and all that stuff, what else is there to talk about here? There's plenty somewhere. Like I said, the sound effects, no. But anyways, there's nothing about the sound effects. Let's not be silly. Thinking to Kevin, I wanted to say, I can also talk a little high if I want to. I had to do throwbacks, man. I hadn't seen you in years. Cheers. Blacksback Gordon dance side to side in slow motion. Remember that happening? Well, if you've seen the movie, you'll see it happen. So that's one of the things in that first story where they're at the poolside. It was humans in the story. They weren't looking like action figures. They were like just people in these situations. So, and another thing. The 5 characters from Lime Green Horror, they're all idiots. See, they're all idiots. Cheers, Kevin. They're all idiots. 5 idiots. And you'll see that. What else is there? Coming up, Lime Green Horror is a story, action-adventure comedy, where the idiots, after Black Spat Gordon wins that lottery ticket, and the rest of them, they call themselves the Lime Green Clan. Of course, Lisa was just down at the pool. And that has its own story, too, within the story. And, of course, I got that page on Facebook that leads to the YouTube where you can watch it there. It's the playlist. And it's also got each episode separately from YouTube connected. So, you know what I mean? That's how. I've also got these on a backup, hidden, special spot in another series. Collection. But I'd have to make my copies and produce them to get them to other people's DVD players. I have to make copies, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to do that unless it ever makes sense to me. Because right now, I just want to say I made a homemade movie. It's a no-budget movie. It's all action figures. And that's what it is. And I did it because I wanted to tell a story without having to, I don't know, I wanted to control what everybody said. I wanted to control all the dialogue and all the what happened in it and how you do the scenes. I wanted to make it myself like that. I just wanted to make something like that. It was really hugely inspired by George Romero, actually, his movies like Dawn of the Dead and shit. Or especially parts of it were very Romero inspired, and a little bit of Godzilla stuff out of Godzilla versus the Smog Monster or something kind of blended into it too. So just look for those things if you've seen those other 2 movies, and I know a lot of my friends on here have. I know a lot of people on my Facebook that I've known for years. Hey boy, you telling me? Now tell me, man, how am I not supposed to know these people? Listen, I grew up with all these people that had seen Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, and they had seen freaking Dawn of the Dead too. Now tell me, man, how am I not supposed to know people who have seen that? Right on. Now, and tell me, man, how am I supposed to afford a brand new Lime Green Horror movie? No, really. Oh gosh, that's funny as hell. Tell me, man, how am I supposed to afford one? Oh, by the way, I did make a 6th and a 7th that got lost in the archives. Long story about, but I like the first 5 better. So if I ever continue them someday, I don't know. Everybody's probably like, "Why don't you make a new series of it with the same, still got the same figures and everything?" But I might. I'm not sure yet, but I might. I thought about taking them to another location, like a chalet in Gatlinburg or a condo at the beach, and like set them up in some room that we can't tell where it's at, and no one. It'll be up against a wall, so the wall looks like it's part of the big house they're in, and shit like that, man. Oh, and another idea a friend of mine told me was to draw backgrounds, kind of on construction type paper, some backdrop that looks like it's got like art all over of some sort, to do backdrops. And I thought that was a pretty good idea, actually, so it's possible I'll use that. However, you can watch them. I had fun making it, I was in complete control of the movie and how it came out, and I wish I knew exactly what time it was. I don't have much of another source of time. I'm supposed to end at 9:30. Hang on, let me go see if I can find out what time it is on another part of the house. I got a clock in there. Be right back. Okay, well, I'll just time myself. I might have to cut it a little short because I'm not exactly sure how long I've been on here, but I can't find another source of time in the house. Oh, thank you, Don. Don, thank you. Hey, Don. Okay, so I got 15 minutes. All right, well, why not? Hey, Don. Hey, Don. Hey, Don, this Kevin on here. Kevin, this is Don. Hey, Kevin, I went to high school with, and Don, Kevin, Don, I know Don. I call him Uncle Don. Everybody does. Friend of, no, I was in a band with him. Well, a band that he's in, not when he was in them with him, but he's with him now, and I used to be in the same band. So, hey, Don, have you ever seen this movie called Lime Green Horror? Okay, I'm gonna have a beer. Don knows this joke. Come on now. So, hey, Don, ever seen this movie called Lime Green Horror? Cheers, man. Yeah, beer, dude. Hey, Don, have you ever seen this movie called Lime Green Horror? I love it, man. All right. Oh, low battery, but I still got enough. I had plenty of battery. I was up. So anyway, I got about, what time? Is this clock? That means this clock was right on the minute. I knew the hour was off. I just wasn't sure if the minute was right. No, it's a little off. It says 14 minutes. I think what I'll do is just... It is kind of weird, Don. Don, it's kind of weird. I did that Mr. Ketchup song off the Mint Gorilla Kind of Weird album. That I did a version of that on acoustic on... You might have seen it. It was on Facebook. Ah! That's great, Don. Hey, but Don, like you said, the world loves a freak show. Hey, that reminds me, that band Korn, you talk about freak shows, that's one of my favorite, that's about my top favorite band really of all. Thank you, is Korn. And Korn is a freak show to me. I mean, I think most people would agree. If you watch them enough, I mean, first you might just think this is some metal, but if you really watch them and get to know them, it's my favorite freak show as far as a rock band. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, the Lime Green Heart. Hey, Don, I was going to ask you, did you, see first parts of the Lime Green Heart? Or did you by chance, see to the point of the 5th episode? Because I was going to ask you something about that I wanted to ask you about. The 5th episode in the chapters, did you watch the whole thing, or or have you seen any of it yet? I mean, it's okay, I don't care. I just wondered if you had seen the 5th episode. Well, answer it when you can. Probably got sidetracked. Anyways, the Lime Green Horror, it's got, like I said, the code machine. Yeah. And all that good stuff. And, I saw 5 parts there, I bet you did. Hey, Don, hey, the 5th one? Yeah, cool. I got you, Don. I was just thought of something weird there as a joke, but it was funny. It was great. It was like a freak show. But anyways, in the 5th episode, where they're hanging out, in that scene where they're hanging out, and it's got that animation in it, kind of. Now it's kind of psychedelic, inspired. I thought that part was funny. There's some Dawn of the Dead and Godzilla versus the small monster shit in this whole movie. Big 2 particular inspirations. Yep. Oh. Man, that's funny. So Don, let's see. I know you used to be a grip in those movies. I know it's not a time where that's probably anything. Well, it might be something kind of on the. Are you doing anything online, podcasting or anything? You playing online or anything during this weird time? answer it when you get a chance, buddy. But, cool. Well, this is the kitchen where that movie was done, that Lime Green Heart. I got the Facebook page, like I said. And these dark communion of burnt religious offerings. Hey, my name is Greeno. And I'm Mace. I remember when... Oh, you ought to, Don. I hadn't been doing a lot of live stuff. I mean, this is the first time I've done that in a while. I did it once with an acoustic guitar set of songs, but a while back on my other old Facebook page. But I've been putting up videos of. You probably saw that. I'm pretty sure you've seen that on Facebook. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, John Prine. Yeah, I heard about that. That's awesome. Did homage and a tribute to John. Yeah, that's great. I like his stuff. Seen him. Seems like you might have been there that night. I saw him with my dad at what was it? The Ryman. Yeah, I can't remember if you were there or not. I know Rob Campbell was. I think you might have been there though. Or something. Well, we've talked about John Prine. I know we've done that. That song Hello in there. I like that song. Heck yeah. Sweet. Yeah, well, and then there's and I'm Mr. Landlord. Whoops. Whoops. And here's Lisa.
Well, so I guess this is just the way it is.
Yeah, you were there, Don. Cool. That was a good show. That's awesome, Don. I thought you were there. I was almost positive.
So we are the survivors. But now I see karma will come and bite their asses soon. Real soon.
There at the Lime Green Hotel. The end. Actually, it's not the end of this. I was just see, that's proof it's me that makes that sound voiceover. That's proof. See, this is what I really look like. It's proof that I do those voices. I didn't get it from someone else. That's freaking hilarious. Here, we can end this show by taking Bats back Gordon and grilling him out. Or hell, take my hat and grill it. That's pretty cool. That is funny though. That is funny. There at what used to be the Lime Green Hotel. The end. What's part it goes, oh yeah. So I guess this is just the way it is. So I am doing this podcast, and soon I will be finished. Not too much longer. There, where Gerald Gwynn was doing the live podcast tip in his kitchen. The end. Right. That would be a good. That was actually. I'm glad I threw that in there because that relates very deeply to the movies. I mean the movie, but the chapters that make the movie. You know what I'm saying? For those of you, I'm certain most of y'all seen that. Yeah, I mean, haven't you all seen it, man? No, but really, for real, it is on YouTube though. By the way, every 5 episodes. Gotta do something at the rest of this. I said it'd be till 9 to 9:30, didn't I? Here, I'll do a song that's in the 5th episode. Yeah. Sorry, I should have told you I was going to go get the instrument, I guess. I guess you figured this was. Alright. So, you know the one in the fifth one where, fifth, lime green horror, where he goes, wake up. Hang on a sec. Here he goes, wake up. That's all you gotta do in your soul. Mama gives a cookie some more. Just wake up. Wake up. Your eyes see what's ahead of you. And your eyes too. Just wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Oh, gonna rivet some more. Kick it all out the door. Nothing like this has ever hit me before. Wake up. I see what's ahead of you. I'm rusty. I hadn't played a song. Just wake up. I usually don't play it on bass either. As quickest instrument I can find, I'm gonna get back. Wake up. Oh, and there's the one that goes. It goes. Last weekend, oh how we felt. Who said what? I went back to childhood. But what I mean, I'll do like Philby from Korn. I can't do what he does, but you get a picture. I don't know. He does something. I don't know how he does. I can only do that much. But here it goes. There's a part that goes, and there's that song that goes, what is it? Oh, I would like to do that Korn part. It's like Korn song, you know what I'm saying? You know, Finally Free, for anybody that knows that. I like where it goes. Or Philby does that. I mean, I'm not saying I know how to play it that well. But, you know, I mimic it, you know, where he goes. Right. It's hard to see what you will find when your heart's dipped in agony. You know, that's so cool. I love that. But anyways, back to Language Hard. There's another song. He goes, here's the one about the victory song. Okay, I'm almost done. This will be the outro. I'm going to end it with the song from the Lime Green Horror 2, episode 2, second chapter. Where is the victory song? Okay, here it goes. A gang of bandits are after us. They wanna get revenge on me and my friends for what we did a few months ago. I'm sure 5 days ago. We stumbled on their high. I did the coin. And we earned 2 in their ring. Dead as doornails. But you know what? We can win. We know what? We can win. We know what? We can win. Can win. With double-barrel shotguns in our hands. They will not defeat us, 'cause I know that we have become too strong. Not defeat us now. We will not defeat us, 'cause I know that we have become too strong. We'll be sure to bring them down. 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 there. Where Journey ended his podcast by playing a bass and singing one of the Lime Green Horror songs, a few of the songs. Good night, everyone. Peace. And Don and Kevin, thank you. Thank you. There's David Byrne from Talking Heads would say, thank you. Thank you. Have a good night. Have a great night. Thank you very much.